Well, what's going on, Cardinal Nation? Well, man, a disappointing game today as we unfortunately get shut out, losing to the Chicago Cubs 3-0, and all three runs came on one swing. So, Cardinals only had 3 hits in this one. Pitchers did a solid job. Matthew Liberatore almost made it through 6 full innings, and uh, didn't really make many bad pitches. He only gave up 2 hits. Solid outing. It was a pitcher's duel throughout the majority of this game. And uh, newly acquired Cubs right-hander Clay Holmes pitched 6 1/3 innings, giving up just 1 hit, walked 1, and struck out 3. So a solid start for Liberatore, and the lone runs of this entire game, courtesy of a 3-run home run by outfielder Seiya Suzuki. Seiya Suzuki would drive in all 3 runs for the Cubs, and actually came off of George Soriano, who gave up a leadoff walk in the 6th and then a single. And then after getting out, Pete Crow Armstrong would then be done. So still a solid start from him. He faced the Cubs about a month ago, actually less than a month ago at home. Was not particularly great. And then faced him the last time we played at Wrigley Field and was pretty solid. And then in his first start facing the Cubs back at the end of May was outstanding. And so similar to that start back in May. And Libby was charged with 2 of the 3 runs off of the home run by Suzuki. And the Cardinals didn't get our first hit of the game until 1 out in the 6th inning. Which, of course, on Monday against the Phillies, we were no hit through 5 innings. So, and we had 5 runs, rallied for 5 runs, and that one nearly took the lead and potentially won the game. So, pitchers for us were solid. Soriano, just made that one bad pitch, which was a 3-run homer. For Seiya Suzuki, his 21st homer of the year for actually their DH in this one. RBI 71, 72, and 73. And he also had both extra base hits of the game for him. He had 2 of their 6 hits. He had a double in the 8th inning off of right-hander Peter Strzelecki, first time pitching since last Saturday for one of the newcomers, Peter Strzelecki. 2 scoreless innings from him. We had a chance in the 9th. In the 9th inning, with the heart of the order up, Ivan Herrera had a leadoff single. Alec Burleson with a fielder's choice. He would then advance to second on fielder's indifference. Jordan Walker would strike out, and then on a 2-2 count, Nathan Church would fly out to end it. So, disappointing game, and we are 3 games back now currently, and now it kind of depends what happens to the remaining teams playing tonight. The Marlins are at the Reds, the Diamondbacks at the Braves. That'll be a tough series for them. Padres at Cleveland. So, depending on the results of those games, stands could potentially be a little different or about the same. So, getting the start tomorrow afternoon, it'll be Michael McGreevy for the Cardinals going up against left-hander Matthew Boyd for the Cubs, who's 8-1 on the season. And also, just announced pretty much right after this game, big news is that the Cardinals will be calling up, I believe, our number 1 prospect and one of the top prospects in all of baseball, and that is outfielder Joshua Baez, who's had monster numbers in AAA, 34 homers, 90 runs batted in, and, well, thought that he would get called up at some point before the season would end. And, well, now will be his time. He'll be expected to be in the lineup tomorrow. And I guess also the trade that we traded Lars Newbar also kind of got him a good chance that he would get called up at some point before the season ends. So really looking forward to that. And it could be an everyday player potentially my next season in 2027. So, but yeah, monster numbers in the minors for him. So till then, how much we're saying go Cards.